Good morning, and this is more of an educational video this morning because something has come up that I feel like I really need to share because it nearly affected us in a major way. So if your passport was issued before September 2018, this may affect you. Years ago, before we left the EU, we were allowed to have extra months added if we were having our passport earlier. Since 2018, September, they now only issue exactly 10-year passports because the policy that they had was the allowance of the extra months if you go in to mostly EU areas, but I do believe it is affected like worldwide. So you need to have 6 months left on your passport when you are going to another country, and any extra months on your passport may not count towards the months needed. So you need to double check the date of issue, if obviously before September 2018, and double check whether you need to renew your passport, because I've heard horror stories. So for example, my passport was issued in April 2017 and it's not due to run out until July of 2027. It now is going to expire from 10 months of the issue date. So it's going to expire in April of 2027. So those extra 3 months are no longer going to be counted, may not. And this is the issue, I think, is all the information that I could find online is not saying they won't let you in. It's saying they may not let you in. So, but then it's also contradicting itself by saying it's only valid from the date of issue for 10 years. So I think this is not contradiction, it's just confusing for everybody. So I think from everything that I could find, you need to go from the date of issue of your passport, not the date of expiry. And the reason all this is happening is just a consequence of us leaving the EU, and the old policy where we were allowed the extra months is no longer the case. I needed to do this video because, like I say, we're going away in a few months and we were looking at everyone's passports, checking, and it came to light that a couple of us had passports issued way before, because you were allowed to then. If you applied for it early, you then had the extra months added onto your passport, and that's exactly what happened to a few of us. So the rest of us that have had them issued after 2018, it's only the 10 years, so there's not going to be any issue there at all. But if I can just help one person from a headache, because I've seen and heard horror stories, didn't really think about it much. And I've heard about somebody that was denied boarding to planes because their passport expired months before, but they didn't know because it wasn't an expiry date on their passport. They were going from the actual expiry date, which is perfectly understandable. And they believe they've got a case. But unfortunately, this is now the new rules. So we all have to abide by them, I guess. And passports are not cheap, so you are losing money in a sense because it's valid for less time than what you paid for, I guess. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. But like I say, if I can just help one person by checking their passport details, finding out the validity of it, go from that date of issue, not that date of expiry, if it was issued before 2018. So go check your passports. Hopefully you'll find this video useful, informative, educational, I don't know. But just check your passports, because I wouldn't want anybody getting caught when they're on their holidays, because that's meant to be the best time of the year for you, isn't it? Because we work hard, we need to play hard, and if we get stopped at the border because we can't board a plane because of our passport, I wouldn't want that happening to you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.